If your blood work comes back and it shows that your electrolytes are extremely depleted, what's the easiest way to get the electrolyte levels back up in the blood? Let's take a look at this great question. Recently, I was sitting down with one of my clients with my blood doctor, Dr. Scott Brainey, and we were looking at the results that came back from our latest blood draw. And the client was blown away at how low his electrolyte levels were. Now, before we go any further, let's stop and think about what is an electrolyte's role in both health as well as performance. Electrolytes play a significant role in muscle contraction. So every time the muscle contracts, there's a certain level of depletion. And this is why something like our energy fuel is designed that it continually gives you an influx of high quality electrolytes because it will improve muscular contraction, which means better speed and better endurance. When we also look at electrolytes and its role on absorption of fluids, you start to realize, okay, if my electrolyte levels are low, I'm not going to be able to absorb my water. Therefore, I become dehydrated. A dehydrated blood cell carries less oxygen. So it's not as much of a fitness issue as to why I'm going slow. It could be a lack of electrolytes and or dehydration. I want to come back to the big aha moment that this client had when we were talking, and that was, where should he be getting his electrolytes from? Well, come to find out, this individual is not a big fan of fruits and vegetables. And you may not be either. You may have texture issues. You may not like the flavor of them. Everybody's got their reasons for them. That's not what I want to talk about here in the video today. What I want to talk about is, where do electrolytes come from? Fruits and vegetables. How convenient are they to get? Very, very convenient. You walk in your grocery store and there they sit on the perimeter. You have, depending on where you live in the country, if you have a roadside stand, you can literally do from farm to table. That's phenomenal. That's going to give you the best source of electrolytes. But here's where I think there was this aha moment, not because somebody was surprised that fruits and vegetables are where you get your electrolytes from. It was the idea that he was eating fruits and vegetables that were not ripe. And I can't emphasize that enough. When you're looking at what's in season, anything that comes into the grocery store that's in season and properly ripe is going to have a higher nutrient value. Vitamins and minerals, those are catalysts for energy. Vitamins and minerals, they burn the macronutrients, carbs, protein, and fat. That's why you always hear me say, without vitamins and minerals, you'll never burn your macronutrients efficiently. So that's aha number one. When you look at the idea that the fruits and vegetables need to be ripe, just because you're eating them does not mean that your body's getting the electrolytes that they need, excuse me. They're not getting the nutrients and they're not getting the electrolytes. Well, now let's come back to when you sweat. Every time you have a droplet of sweat, you're losing that sodium and the potassium, the calcium, the magnesium. This is where we start to get into some really bad situations. Because if you go, let's say you go to Complete Med Solutions and you get your blood work done, why would you be out of range of a particular micro or macronutrient? Well, number one, you're not eating enough of it. That seems pretty straightforward. Number two, you might be burning it faster than you could take it in. That seems legitimate. Well, the third one is you may not be absorbing the vitamins and minerals. Sure, that could be a gut issue, or it could be a lack of nutrients that's in non-ripe fruits and vegetables. That's where this client was completely taken back. He says, I don't eat them very much because I don't like them. And over the last year that we've been doing some nutritional counseling with him, he's been doing better, but then he was a little bit frustrated because he's like, I'm eating them. I don't want to, but I'm eating them. And yet my blood work still comes back showing I'm deficient in the necessary electrolyte levels. And that was the perspective change that I wanted to try to provide to you here in this video today. You might be going through the effort of actually eating them, and you may have your gut checked and you've got good gut health. Why would you still be deficient? Because the actual what you're eating doesn't have absorbable vitamins and minerals, absorbable electrolytes. So I hope that creates a green light for you. Make sure that whatever you're putting on your plate, make sure it's in season, make sure it's ripe. It's very difficult, especially being here in America where a lot of our fruits and vegetables are imported. So something that's not traditionally in season, we can get it 12 months out of the year. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us the nutrient value. So I hope this has helped. However, as always, if I've created more questions than I've answered, I want you to reach out to me. contact@coachrobb.com. Send me any question that you may have. Happy to dig down on it, and with your permission, we'll convert it into a video. And if you're new to the channel, I want to say thank you for stopping by and watching this video. Do me a favor, like and subscribe. We put out a video every day, and it's my hope that I'll get a chance to see you again tomorrow. Thanks for your time.